Have you ever tried taking a group of random little guys and giving them Pokemon types? It can be a fun little mind game if you really have nothing better to do, but I think there's a natural corollary that often goes ignored, giving them Pokemon abilities. Maybe it's because you can't mix and match, maybe it's because there's a good 292 more, maybe it's because they're simply less iconic. Who knows? Today I'm going to test out this mind game on the Super Smash Bros. Cast because there is a good place to try out this whole thing. Mario would have Simple. How are there no jumping based abilities? Donkey Kong would have a Nerve because can you imagine eating berries around this guy? Link would have Silly Spirit. Reincarnating 6 times at least to fight the forces of evil isn't exactly lying down and taking a behavior. Also he has a sword. Samus would have Plus. Dark Samus would have Minus. I'm gonna be honest, I still know what I'm cooking with this. Yoshi would have Gluttony. This guy's gonna be eating so many berries. Kirby would have Unaware. I was considering Gluttony, but I thought Unaware was a better summary of Kirby's character, rather than going, this guy? Yeah, he eats. Fox would have Pickup. Just looking at the list of Pokemon who have Pickup, the Fox is a very Pickup coded animal. Pikachu shouldn't have gone past the senses, but sorry for the trouble we've caused you. Luigi would have Rattled. Luigi's Magic. 3. Ness would have Telepathy. Despite that being a psychic type, there aren't many psychic coded abilities, especially when it comes to ones that actually suggest something beyond normal mental processes, so this is really the best we're getting. Captain Falcon would have Motor Drive. He owns a car. Jigglypuff. Okay, guys, I thought we were going to be more vigilant about this. Peach would have Hustle because she is a girl boss. Daisy would have Own Tempo. She just kinda seems like an Own Tempo kind of girl. Bowser would have Rough Skin. I kept trying to think of defensive abilities to represent Tough Guy, but then I saw that Rough Skin was the name of an ability and went, yeah, Bowser's skin is rough. Ice Climbers would have it one. May not involve Force Rhyme, but they're doing stuff together. Sheik would have Disguise. I'm sure we've all had to deal with the Sheik main who's completely tanked one hit at the start of a match, and made us go, oh yeah, she just gets in one for here and have that OB game design we're forced to live with. Zelda would have Tron because when do they ever let her do anything in these games? Dr. Mario would have Hail. Unless he's a quack, in which case he'd have Curious Medicine. Look, I know we all love Pichu, but he's a drain on the family's finances and he has to go or get a job or something. Falco would have Big Pets. I have never had any clue as to what to give the Star Fox characters. Marth would have, Keen-Eye, that seems like it'd fit him. Lucina would have Serene Grace. She seems like that. Young Link would have Skill Link. I've already come up with something for the other two Links and I can't think of something representing him being a little boy. Ganondorf would have Dark Aura. He's the evil man! Mewtwo is perfectly fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Have Guts. He seems like the kind of guy to have Chrome would have Moxie. He looks like he would have what Moxie means. Mr. Game & Watch would have Clear Body. He is an LCD screen. Meta Knight would have Hospitality because that's the closest thing I could find to the whole giving you a sword before you fight him thing. Pit would have Unaware. He does not know how to read. Dark Pit would have Moody. I have played Kid Icarus. Uprising. Zero Suit Samus would have Limbo. People are confounded that I have chosen to give Zero Suit Samus an ability based on something other than the fact that she is sexy. Wario would have Strong Jaw. I was originally going to give him Stench, but I think it's funnier to give him ability based off of only his neutral special. Snake would have Infiltrator. I don't know what this ability does, but I hope it's cool. Ike would have Justified. He seems like the kind of guy to have a point. Diddy Kong would have Prankster. I knew this from the moment I started this script. Just the other day he slipped a peanut down my shirt. Lucas's ability would have Torrent, because it's the only way you can play his game. Sonic would have Speed Boost. I'm gonna be honest, I'm really starting to run out of ideas. King Dedede would have Gluttony. Now, this is a guy who can be summed up by going, yeah, he eats. Olimar would have Commander. Self-explanatory, but I'm sorry I have condemned Olimar to a life of strategically doing and wailing himself. I actually did remember to remove Lucario from my list. This is just me celebrating that fact. Rob would have Static. I think this guy would have faulty wiring. Toon Link would have Oblivious. You think the cartoon folk understand anything? Wolf would have Tough Claws. I mean, he does have Tough Claws, he would just like have as an ability. Villager would have Normalized, to add to just how much of just a guy they are. Mega Man would have RKS system. My methods may be extreme, but you can't argue with my reasoning. Silvally is a man-made creation that can change types. Mega Man is a man-made creation that can change weapons that are often elemental, just like types. Wii Fit Trainer would have Limber. She moves, right? Rosalina and Luma would have Parental Bond. Little Mac would have Scrappy. You automatically get this ability if you're from the Bronx. Palutena would have Serene Grace. She is the goddess of light? Pac-Man would have Gluttony. At first this was just about his neutral special, but then I remembered the entire plot to his first game. Robin would have Power of Alchemy. He seems like he would experiment with some potions. Choke would have Anticipation. Anticipation lets you know if the Pokemon you are fighting against has a super effective move or an OHKO or something similarly messed up, which is more or less analogous to Visions. Bowser Jr. would have Levitate, Koopa Clown Car. Duck Hunt would have as 1. This one's slightly more reading written. Ryu would have competitive. I don't know anything about Street Fighter lore, but yeah, this seems right. Ken would have competitive. I don't know anything about Street Fighter lore, but yeah, this seems right. Cloud just looks like he'd have filler. What do you mean he's not a Fire Emblem character? Karna would have Rattled. He seems like he's had to deal with the horrors of all. Bayonetta would have Dazzling. This is the only Pokemon ability I could find that calls its user hot. What the hell? Inkling would have Clear Body. This can be seen as just being because Tentacle has to, but I don't know, they can dissolve into their ink. There has to be at least a little clear. Ridley would have Intimidate. Technically, Intimidate, Unnerve, and Pressure are all the same concept, but I went with Intimidate for him Ridley because its connotation spells out how he is just a big scary guy. Simon would have Defiant. I don't think trying to fell Dracula after his resurrecting is lying down and taking it behavior. Victor would have Steadfast. I do not know what this word means, but yeah, it seems like it applied to Richter. King K. Rool would have Thickfat. Now I'm just being mean. Isabel would have Pickup. Again, dogs are a very pickup-coded species. Incineroar has once again snuck past for security and has, for these repeated infringements, been banned from competing in the WWE. Bronaplant would have Strong Jaw. Bronaplant is a Strong Jaw. Joker would have Pickpocket. Mr. Thief Man. Hero would have Zero to Hero. I'ma be honest, I just controlled F for Hero. Banjo and Kazooie would have as 1. Okay, she's literally in his backpack. Surely this is riding. Terry would have Huge Power. This is because, how do I say this, he's good at fighting? Violet would have Technician. He seems like a Technician kind of guy. Miniman would have Competitive. I don't know anything about Onslaught, but yeah, this seems right. Steve would have Adaptability. It is a survival game after all. Sephiroth would have Pressure, another part of the spooky trifecta, this one being the one that Sephiroth's vibes align with. Also, you have to consider that Pressure is a very common ability among legendary Pokemon, which Sephiroth also vibes like. Pyro would have Blaze. Blaze boosts the power of Fire-type moves at low HP, which not only represents how Pyro's attacks are stronger than Mithra's, but also how you're meant to switch to her later on in the arc. Mythra would have Illuminate. There's a lot slimmer pickings for light-based abilities. Kazuya would have Intimidate. Big Man Scary. Sora would have Wimp Out. Insert complaint about Sora here. Alright, so originally in the script, had a bunch of abilities given out to potential Smash newcomers for the next game or potential Fires Class 3, since when I was scripting it, it seems like we are gonna get an actual Nintendo Direct this month, and it seems like we could have gotten Smash news there. Bandana D would have Guts, Ochi would have Pickup, Noah would have Contrary, Mio would have Runaway, Octling would have Clear Body, Astral Chain Protag would have As One, Frisk would have Frisk, Shantae would have Tangling Hair, and anyone in Rhythm Heaven would have Own Tempo.